Hello, hello, hello. I wish I could say good morning, but I'm saying good afternoon. I'm late. I'm late, But you know what? I'm late for a number of reasons, and I found that none of them are sufficient, right? At the end of the day, when you make a commitment and you about that commitment, you suit up and you show up, right? And unless it's just absolutely necessary, you keep your commitment. I made commitments to myself, right? And I'm all about keeping my commitments to self first. How can I not? How can I be faithful and loyal and good to somebody else and I'm not those things to myself, right? How can I believe in somebody else's vision, support somebody else's vision, and don't support mine, right? I say that because I woke up this morning. I woke up late. Good morning, got a chill pit crew member. Good morning, Reese's. Good afternoon, Reese's. Good afternoon, Castro Cannon. Good afternoon, pit crew member, Lady Steph. I woke up a little bit late, but hey, I still had time to do the affirmations, right? Then I did a little peeping around, you know what I'm saying? And I thought I am getting better with each passing day. Thank you, Black Dust. Good morning, Lisa J. Good morning, Tracy M. And then I started peeping around a little bit, and hey, I'm recovering. When I'm recovering is self. It's all about recovery of self, right? Good morning, Tony Montana, pit crew member. Good morning, pretty saucy Leo. I'm glad you dropped down. Good morning, good afternoon. Excuse me. I usually do this in the morning, right? Good morning, watching from Cloud9, pit crew member, right? So I started to put this off, and I jumped up into, I'm messy. I'm 100% beef. Well, the sector formerly known as beef sector, right? But this ain't about that, right? So, but I'm just telling you what happened. I like to tell y'all what's going on, right? So I wake up, I peep around. Y'all can tell by my board because my board will tell you. I'm sorry, but I'm something going on my phone. My board will tell you what's on my mind and stuff, right? I had to real calmly, as usual. It never ceases to amaze me, and quite honestly, I don't know why I keep being amazed. I thought really, good evening to you, Black Dust. I thought I was about to get interested, but then just that quickly, I turned not interested, right? Because sometimes you really gotta sit back and let things do what it's gonna do. Let things be how they gonna be. Let the cookie crumble. Let the cookie bake. You know, Instead of focusing on outside, I'm gonna focus inwardly, right? And that's what I'm doing. And that's why I decided to come back. And that's why the name of this is better late than never. Consistency is everything, love. I want to be consistent with coming on daily, like I'm committed to, and doing these daily affirmations. And so here we are. And don't forget, you guys, in case you didn't know, on my channel, they have I have playlists of my daily affirmations, right? So whenever you need in a need or desirous of hearing some positivity or you get one affirmation, you kind of want to stay on that note, just look on my under my playlist tab on my channel, and I got a whole list starting from last year of these affirmations, okay? If you're in recovery, look for the playlist that says one day at a time. Just for today. I have that playlist as well for recovery. Hey, Regina, Acts of Faith, daily meditations for people of color. This is written by Iyana Van Zant. Today is August 11th. Would you marry you? That's the question, right? Would you marry you? Oh, yes. And hello to anyone who's watching from my second channel, my aquarium channel. This is my aquarium. This is not a live feed today. Yesterday was a live feed of my fish tank. Today, this is a recording that I actually have uploaded on my on that channel. I have to drop the link later, but this is my second channel. I'm growing. If you are so inclined, please support my second channel. is videos and things such as this, with my tank for tranquility and ambiance, and it has the different music and things. So I am working on developing this second channel, you know. So if you're so inclined, please support that channel. I'm going to drop the link here in the chat. So in case you're not subscribed or you didn't know, you can, support in that way. Let me get the link real quick. Hey, between the pages, here's the link to my second channel, my tank channel. Tank channel. This is always, I believe that this channel serves a purpose, for folks, if you want to just get a moment of quiet and just some, solitude and introspection, go to this channel and just let this play. Hey, dear self. All right. August 11th. Would you marry you? We are always looking for that perfect relationship. The goal is to find that perfect someone who will make our lives a better place to be. It is unfortunate that we don't realize perfection runs two ways. In order to find that perfect somebody, we must believe that whatever perfect is, we have already achieved it. No one can give us what we don't already have. Mr. or Mrs. Right cannot be to us what we are not. If we are unhappy, unfulfilled, not pleased about who we are, we owe it to ourselves to stop looking. Hey, dear self, we have to ask ourselves, would I marry me? Am I doing my best, giving my all, being the best I can be to myself? If not, why are we pawning ourselves off to someone else? Ooh, that was a message. If not, why are we pawning ourselves off on someone else? We need to take time to do some homework on self-love, self-esteem, and self-confidence. When we can pass the test of self-acceptance, the perfect someone who will complement all that we already are will walk right through the door. Hey, foot soldier. Today's affirmation. The love and harmony, not harmony, the love and harmony within me reaches out and draws my mate. The love and harmony within me reaches out and draws my mate. Boy, oh boy, right? Be your authentic self. Absolutely, right? And that's what exactly, like, hey, Allison. All right, have a good day out there. Drive safe. I hope everybody having a good Friday. Happy Friday. We've been talking about this, right? Because this chapter, this segment of the book is about relationships, right? They mainly talking about, it seems like she's talking about focusing on intimate relationships, romantic relationships, but all the things that you need in grow in and be strong in relationships of that nature. It also, of course, work across the board with all types of relationships, right? All types of love relationships, how we treat each other, what we want back from another person, and it's all about, like how we were saying yesterday, it's all about working on self. Yesterday's affirmation was, what I want is worth waiting for, right? So this week, this last week, it's like almost every affirmation I could recall them off the top of my head because they were so good. And I got something from each and every one of them, right? Today's, the love and harmony within me reaches out and draws my mate. When I typed that in today, especially with that thing this morning of the going back and forth and deciding to come on here and do what I set out to do, what makes me happy, what gives me some fulfillment, I titled it this way because I didn't write daily affirmations because I didn't have to. The people that come for these daily affirmations, the people that come to support me and the positive in me, they come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Good morning, Joanna. And the people that got really excited this morning when they thought I was gonna come on here and be about the business of being about the sector formerly known as the beef sector. Oh yeah, I did that for a little bit for a second just to let them know now. That was a little clickbait action. Yep, yep. I'll properly title this live after we get done, right? The love and harmony within me reaches out and draws my mate. Just like whatever I got going on inside of me, whoever Demetria has always been on this channel, this platform for years now. That's how that shows what draws the people that truly support me, the people that's really here for me, the people that always show up for me. Is that what they see in me? That's the good in me, and that's why those folks show up. I've decided to really just work on attracting what's familiar, right? I'm working on attracting people and feeding into people that's more like minded. Yeah, I'm still with the mess, I'm still with the stuff, but not really. Not when I'm not interested. Why fake it? That's like faking it in a relationship, right? Would you marry you? Would I marry me? Thank you, Taylor. Hey. Thank you, Black Dust. Thank you, Taylor. Hey, Kurt Vixen. We are always looking for the perfect relationship. The goal is to find that perfect someone who will make our lives a better place to be. It is unfortunate that we don't realize perfection runs two ways. In order to find that perfect somebody, we must believe that perfect with it. I mean, hold on. In order to find that perfect somebody, we must believe that whatever perfect is, we have already achieved it. Now, don't that sound like a setup, huh? That sounds like a setup, right? Because we already know ain't no perfect person. Ain't no perfection. We're not gonna reach perfection until we die out of this world into a higher spirit, you know, and then we can reach perfection. Ain't no perfect person out here. All we have to do is try to be the best person we can be, right? And the only person who you really disappoint is self. Only you know exactly what's your best or what your best look like, right? What your best feel like, right? Once I became an adult, right? Yeah, my family and people around me in society, they may have their image, their expectations, their vision of what's good, what's perfect, what's great, what's successful. But the only one truly that really matters is what I view those things at. Am I living up to my own expectation? That's what's gonna play the biggest part and be the deal breaker. How I feel about me. I talked yesterday, or the day before, when it was something about "I'll love you as exactly how you are," something like that. I talked about that day, right? I talked about the fact that ain't no perfect person. If I don't love the person for exactly who they are, not who I want them to be, not saying in spite of them, and looking at their flaws and thinking I'm doing them like a great service by loving them anyway. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. That's not love. It seemed like how I've been reading and we've been talking about these things all week and it's all coming together, right? I was just saying yesterday about, whatever we were just talking about that. Whatever I seek in somebody else, I gotta have. How I'm gonna attract something I'm not. We just talked about this, right? No one can give us what we don't already have. Mr. or Mrs. Right cannot be to us what we are not. If I'm not happy, can't nobody else make me happy. Happiness come from within. Everything else is external, right? Everything else is environmental. Everything else is just, tangible proofs of happiness, right? How, me being happy, how it affect the next person being happy. But a person cannot make me happy. A person can't give me joy. Another human being, no matter how much they love me, no matter how much they invest into me, pour into me, they cannot give me those feelings, those emotions. If I don't genuinely feel it in myself, see it for myself, then guess what? I don't have it. Hey, Rich, I don't have it. I'm not going to have it. I'm going to always find something lacking. I'm going to always feel something missing. I'll be sitting right there in the middle of an environment that's promoting all these good things: joy, happiness, peace, love, contentment, nurture. All those things are being in the atmosphere all around me, provided to me. They giving it to me. They pouring it to me. It surrounds me. But guess what? If I don't feel that for myself, if I have not achieved those type of satisfactions and happiness for myself, all that around me would be for waste. It'd be a waste. Hey, Muffin. Because if it's not in me, I'm going to be even more miserable. Because it's all around me, freely given to me, and yet I don't feel it. Yet I don't know it for myself. Then I start judging myself and asking myself, what is wrong with me? I keep seeking and seeking and demanding that somebody else give me what I'm looking for inside of me. And I recognize that, hey, can't nobody give it to me. I got to get it for myself. That's just like when people look at you and tell you, you know how you feeling on the inside. You know what your thoughts is on the inside about whatever your circumstances is. People can tell you, minister to you, talk to you, pray for you, love on you, separate you from stuff. But guess what? Until you're ready to do something about it, until you do something about it, won't nothing change. Nothing. And then imagine in the frustration in a relationship 101, right? This person trying to give you all they got. This person trying to make you happy. And because you haven't saw it and don't know what happiness means for yourself, because you don't have that esteem from doing things that you find esteemable, because you don't have any confidence in yourself or not a love for yourself, no matter what that person who loving you do, you get more and more frustrated with that person, more and more disappointed in that person, more and more detached from that person that's bringing you all this. Because you ain't got it for yourself. I haven't got it for myself, right? I like to talk in I me statements, right? I didn't have relationships with that other person. Really, really, really was a good person, right? Really was a great person. And because they was loving me, and because I didn't feel and I wasn't living according to what I thought was great, because I wasn't esteeming myself, because I truly didn't love myself. I might have said it, but I really wasn't really, really in love with me. So because I truly felt those ways genuinely on the inside of me to my core, I had a real, real problem accepting love from somebody else. Hey, J. True. Good. I hope you're feeling better. I had a real problem with accepting love from somebody else. And as a matter of fact, I got suspicious. I got real suspicious. I didn't understand. I started after a time, I started thinking, what this person up to? What they really trying to do? What they want? What they want from me? What they trying to get from me? I got suspicions like that and questioning like that because I didn't understand it. I didn't see whereas I deserved to be loved like that. I didn't see because what I saw in myself and how I reflected and saw in my image of self was not one that I felt was worthy, that I felt was lovable, that I felt was esteemable. So therefore, having somebody else on the outside, that external love coming back to me, I didn't understand it and I sure didn't trust it. How can I trust that when I'm not even trusting myself? I don't even love me. So what you want from me? What you trying to get from me? Even went so far as to say, Let me tell you, this is how the mind really works. My mind, right? I even went so far because at a long time I could not recognize that that everything starts and ends inside of me, right? I really, really, really didn't see that because that mean I had to work on myself, right? I even got to the point of having genuine love, sincere love given to me, showed to me, because I didn't love me enough. I started even hollering about the other person just trying to make themselves look good. The other person just trying to use me as some type of project. Like I'm that goodwill project, right? I mean, all these things were forming in my mind because I could not receive and I could not understand why somebody else would love me. Why somebody good would want to be with me. Why somebody good saw something good in me because I could not see it in myself. And that's what, that not meaning that it wasn't there. It was there. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I'm a great person. I'm a kind person. I'm a loving person. I'm a giving person. I'm a compassionate person. I just didn't see all those things. And yes, so times when I wasn't doing always my best in different things in my life because I didn't see those things, right? And it was masked by a lot of stuff. It doesn't mean that other people around me didn't see it. It's people in this world, in this life that's very discerning, right? And they see it. Even when I couldn't see it. It's some people right now listening to this right now who saw me even when I didn't see me, right? Hey, Angela, happy Friday. Pick her up in here. This is good. In order to find that perfect somebody, we must believe that whatever perfect is, we have already achieved it. No one can give us what we don't already have. Mr. or Miss Right cannot be to us what we are not. If we are unhappy, unfulfilled, not pleased about who we are, we owe it to ourselves to stop looking. We have to ask ourselves, would I marry me? Am I doing my best? Giving my all? Being the best I can be to myself? If not, why are we pawning ourselves off on someone else? Ooh, ooh, right? Ooh, right? I say that because when she say, I love how Iana turns a phrase, right? Just her use of words. Why are we pawning ourselves off on someone else? Right? If I even believe and think I love that other person, I know that I got a lot of work to be done in my life. That I know I got a lot of things I need to get together in my life. Wouldn't it be loving of me to go ahead and say, okay, right now I'm not ready for this. I appreciate what you're trying to give to me and I feel it. But let me do a little bit more work on myself. Is it fair to bring me all my turmoil, all my troubles, and then all my expectations that's unrealistic, right? All my pains, all my everything, bring them to another human being. We're not talking about bringing it to the throne, to the altar, right? We're talking about bringing it to another human being, right? And expecting them to fix everything, right? You got to give me my peace. You got to give me my happiness. You need to give me my health. You got to give me my fine. You got to do everything to help fix me. I don't want to fix me, right? I don't want the responsibility of and accountability of really looking at myself and working on me. I don't want to do the work. I don't want to make the sacrifices. No, no, no. I just go ahead and pawn myself up on you and then hold you in the position, put all this on your back, right? All in the name of love. Name of love that I can't even feel, really. I can't even really feel it. I can't even feel it, right? What if that person want to help? Yeah, but guess what? A person could want to help. It's about the fact a person could want to help, and people do help. The best way, like right now, the best thing how we can see who we are is in dealing with other people, right? That we reflect each other, right? So that's a help. But a person can't take on the responsibility of being somebody else's everything. So that person can want to help, right? But what'll happen is a lot of the time is that they get broke down. Another person can't be somebody else's everything when the person not even showing up in their own life, right? You gotta do some of the work yourself. I gotta do some of the work myself. Point being, an example being like what pretty much like what I was giving an example of. I've had people just truly genuine love me, but because I didn't love myself, because I didn't see myself and view myself as worth loving back, they can help and do all the help in the world for me, but guess what? It was for naught. It was for nothing. They can help me, and what ends up happening is I hurt them. I hurt them. In return for them helping me, in return for them pouring into me, in return for them loving me, right, and believing in me, what I gave back in turn was a lot of pain and heartbreak. Not on purpose, not consciously, but it always go back to within, right? It hurt that person when I couldn't receive their love. It hurt that person when I threw away their love. It hurt that person when I didn't change. I didn't do better because they was trying to help me and give me what they saw I was lacking and needing. But you think I'm gonna appreciate something when I don't appreciate me? Would I marry me? Am I doing my best? Giving my all? Being the best I can be to myself? If not, why are we pointing ourselves off on someone else? We need to take time to do some homework on self love, self esteem, and self confidence. When we can pass the test of self acceptance, the perfect someone who will complement all that we already are, will walk right through the door. Would I marry me? Am I doing my best? Giving my all? Being the best I can be to myself? If not, why are we pawning ourselves off on someone else? We need to take time to do some homework on self love, self esteem, and self confidence. When we can pass the test of self acceptance, the perfect someone who will complement all that we already are will walk right through the door. Today's affirmation: the love and harmony within me reaches out and draws my mate. The love and harmony within me reaches out and draws my mate, right? I can only attract what I am, right? When I was a liar and deceiving and unfaithful, I attracted those type of relationships. I attracted those type of people. When I actually attracted something, when someone else was actually attracted to me, and I was attracted to someone that wasn't the same thing as me, I threw that away. Right? Accountability is the biggest step and very brave. Absolutely. Accountability is not made for cowards, right? Mm-mm. To really know and appreciate thyself is key. That's it. That's very good. Let's see. Real happiness is created from within. Absolutely. The only person you disappoint is the person in the mirror. Absolutely. Only you, only that person in the mirror knows what your true desires are, what your heart truly desires. what you set as your standard. Me and watching from Cloud Nine, we don't have the same vision of what perfection is or the closest thing to that. We don't have the same vision, me and Joanna. What might be the best way of life and everything that she desire in her life for Joanna may not be my vision. Probably not. Do that make hers worse or mine worse? No. It's a self thing. It's all about self. You have to be um, self invested, right? In order to invest in somebody else. You got to love yourself first before you can love somebody else properly. You got to be esteemable yourself, respectful to yourself before you can respect somebody else truly. I'm glad I came on here today and did this affirmation, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, I would have missed out, right? I would have missed out on this good energy, this good passage and reading today. For what? For what? Everything around and everything that's gonna go on in this world and today in this sector and whatever, all that's gonna happen. Everything gonna happen exactly how it's supposed to happen. It don't have to nothing to do with me. The only thing that I have something to do with is my obligations, my commitments, right? My goals. The only thing I can change, the only thing I have any type of power in, the only situation I got even a little bit of power in is mine. What I decide to do for myself, how I decide to move, right? So I'm real glad. That's why I named this Better Late Than Never. Consistency is everything. Doing these affirmations each day with you guys really do something and bring me something real positive into my days. It really does, you know. And so I'm committed. I'm committed to coming on here the 5 days, Monday through Friday. I was thinking yesterday and talking to my partner, my mate, and I was saying, you know what? I'm loving being consistent, right? I say I think I'm gonna start doing the recording and upload the affirmations for the Sunday, Saturday and Sunday, right? Because that's what I used to do them on uploads. I already got my format and stuff, and just go ahead and pre-recording the Saturday and Sunday ones, so they can be even more consistent, right? So I'm gonna work on that. Rich B say, I appreciate your daily positive vibes. I listen to most positive content now, and your channel is the one that gets my day going. Keep it up. Woo! Now look at that, Lil Lane. Okay, who would have thought that somebody would be saying Lit Lane is one of the channels they look to for a piece of the positivity in their day? Ain't that something, right? You know, and I'm with everything. I love my channel the most, right? How can I love somebody else's channel and be supportive of somebody else's channels and their vision, and I don't support my own, right? I'm dedicated to growing my channel the way I want to grow it. I'm dedicated to the content that interests me, satisfies me, and that I take pride in. I'm very interested in that. You know, I'm really looking to see, and I'm excited about this phase, right? To see when I invest in just myself and what truly matters to me. I'm very interested to see the reward, right? And I'm patient. I'm very patient. I'm okay with waiting. I'm okay with waiting. I've been waiting for all this time. Sometimes I was impatient going about the wrong way. Then I was hollering and screaming about why I'm not getting this, why I'm not getting that. Because it wasn't meant for me to have it that way. See how that work? Hey, sweetie. See how that work? So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I'm gonna come on. I know I be saying I'm gonna come on, I'm gonna not come on, but I am convinced now that I could tell by even with this with my fish tank plan, I haven't had any delays or stalls. So it looks like the internet service over here in my area has been worked out. So I'm real grateful for that. So next week we will be starting back on a home stretch on Monday and Friday. Yeah, Wednesday and Fridays, right? The podcast show that's coming back next week on schedule. It's all about consistency, right? I can't wait to come on and show you guys my painting. I did my first painting, y'all. That I had posted yesterday, and it came out good. Hey, Fruits and Lab, it came out good. It came out good. It came out cute. Now for the second one, I'm gonna do it again, right? Because it's progress, not perfection. So I already I got my canvas and stuff. So I'm gonna do it again, and now I see from doing the first one how the second one can be better, right? So I'm gonna show y'all later. I'm gonna show y'all on the pic crew my work, okay? And then on the second one, I'm gonna actually come on live in the pit room and y'all, I'm gonna paint on live in front of y'all and show y'all. So, all right, you guys. First label say these affirmations bring inner reflection to oneself. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I like to use I me statements, right? You know, because I can't talk, I'm not trying to talk like I know everything for everybody or my experience. It should be how it's the right or wrong. Oh no. You know, sometimes I say us and we, but really, if you pay attention, I really try to say I, me statements, working on self, right? And you guys here along for the ride. Today's affirmation: the love and harmony within me reaches out and draws my mate. Would you marry you? See y'all later. Y'all have a great day on purpose.